This is the intro jingle. This is the K-Pop Daebak Show with Eric Nam. Ooh.
What's up, everybody? This is Eric Nam. Welcome to K-Pop Daebak Show. Today, we are joined by a very, very, very talented, special person. Yes, he's sitting next to me. I'm a fan. His name is Young K of DAY6. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Hi, I'm DAY6's Young K. My name's Young K, and my English name is Brian. My Korean name is Younghyun Kang.
So that's Young K.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We're
for
excited to
calling
have
me.
you.
I'm excited.
I haven't seen you in a long time, though.
Yeah, I think the last time we met was like forever.
I know. No, it's been a long time. I think.
Was it at a cafe?
Yeah, at that in Cheongdam.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. Talking about the lyrics.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's 3 years ago in the fall. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cold.
It was cold. I remember it was cold. And we had like tea. We didn't have coffee because it was at night.
And I think I was having coffee.
Oh, and I had tea because I'm harabuchi. That's just the way it goes.
And I remember we were talking about how we were interested in furniture. Yep.
What do you think about our furniture here?
I love it.
Thank
it's
you.
It's very comfy. The design is nice.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. We'll get into that a little later. But anyways, welcome to the show. We're excited to have you here. I'm sure everybody knows about DAY6 as a group, but this is an opportunity for people to get to know you a little bit better.
Oh,
and
nice.
obviously, Jay, one of your members, has a show here at Dive as well, where
True.
he talks about some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Have you listened to his show before?
Like I've heard. Actually, yes, I have. I have. The reason is because when he's like listening back to it, I could hear
when he's monitoring.
when he's monitoring,
right?
Like when we were in the same car. So I guess I heard it.
Yeah, you have heard it. Yeah. There you go. He has some interesting topics.
He's really good at talking by himself.
Yeah, it's a very hard skill to have. It's not easy.
He's really good at it. Okay.
Anyways, okay, so people oftentimes like, okay, DAY6, Young K speaks English? And so for people who aren't very familiar with you, you lived in Canada for a while, right?
Yeah, for about 4 years.
How old were you then?
From grade 7 to grade 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it you and your family went for a few years, or?
No, actually after grade 6, after I graduated elementary school in Korea, I realized I want to study abroad. So I went to a boarding school first.
Oh. Okay.
And then the next year I started going to public school.
Okay.
So I guess I lived alone in Canada.
Wait, as a kid, you're just there by yourself?
Yeah. It's like a yuakseng.
Oh,
yeah.
But at that age?
Yeah.
Did you have like a host family? Or like
I did.
Okay.
Starting from the second year. Because the first year is boarding school. Yeah.
Okay. Who was your like host family, like Canadian people, or were they like
Korean Canadian?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what brought you back to Korea? Were you like, I don't want to finish school here?
No, I wanted to actually. I loved Canada.
Okay.
But back then it was when K-pop was trending like worldwide. And there were groups like Super Junior, 2PM, and like Big Bang. And I guess, and also it was then when YouTube started trending too. So there were like people like Gabe Bondok or like David Choi, AJ Raphael.
Right.
So we wanted to do something like K-pop covers. We shot some music videos, like homemade, handmade.
Yeah. Who is we?
Oh, me and my friends, like three people.
Okay.
And then, moreover, we had 2 more members, so we started kind of like a band.
Okay.
It was called Kiss Me Ever So Softly.
Kiss me ever so softly.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Kiss me ever so softly.
That's why we called it K-Mess.
Okay. KMS. All right.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay. So you had a group of 5 people.
So I had a band,
Wow.
and we started going live sessions.
Yeah.
And we started posting videos. And one day there was I was looking up on Korean sites. No, I was just searching I wasn't searching this up, but a banner came up saying UCC 공모전, which is like
user generated content, like application kind of thing, right?
공모전 is like
isn't it open application kind of thing? I don't know.
Yeah, like open audition, I guess.
Yeah.
And UCC was back then we called
user created
videos.
content.
Yeah. So I had videos, so I posted them, and it was from JYP.
Ah.
That's how I auditioned.
Okay.
And then they said they liked the video. I didn't have a Korean number, so I put my dad's number in. I didn't know I was gonna get in. You know, it's JYP.
Right.
For me, from Canada, it was like a huge company.
Right.
So definitely, I thought I
So
had
you're
no
in high
chance.
school right now, right?
Yeah, I was in grade 9.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I've ever went to grade 10.
You just never went to school?
No, I don't think. I think I just finished grade 9 and then came to
and then
Korea.
you came back. Okay.
Yeah, and then they said we like your video. Please post more to my dad's phone. So my dad called me and he's like, "Did you do something with JYP?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Because I forgot about it. It was like a month later, and then they asked for more videos. I'm like, "What?" And then they said they are having a 본선. 본선 is like
본선 is like JYP's like
round 2, I guess. Yeah, like the
audition.
final round.
It's like more audition stuff. Yeah.
Final round for auditions in Cheongdam.
Right.
In the building.
The original JYP building. Yeah.
And then I said, "Oh, I can't go there because
I'm in Canada."
Yeah, I'm in Canada. I was writing the email, and while I was writing the email, it was something popped up saying I got a mail from like something at jype.com or something. So I clicked it, and then it said, "Oh, I noticed you're applying from Canada, and we are going to Canada to see you."
Wow.
Yeah. They said it like that.
But they were having an audition there or something?
They were having a global
audition?
casting.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got to audition for the thing.
Nice.
And came back to Korea.
Man, were you, as soon as you got it, you're like, I'm doing it. And your parents were okay with it?
Yeah. They wanted me to go to university first. They wanted me to like study and do music as a hobby if I ever wanted to.
Right.
Or like after I get into university, they were like, you can do whatever. But back then when I was doing YouTube, my grandparents asked my parents, what are you going to say if your son wants to do this kind of thing? And I specifically remember my dad saying, you know what? I don't think I can let him do it unless it's like a company like JYP. He said it like a year before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I forgot about it. And because it's JYP, they were super cool with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
Destiny.
That is destiny. I was casted by JYP when I was freshman in college.
Oh.
So it was probably, what year was that? That was 2007-ish? 6,
No,
7?
like 9.
9?
10, yeah.
Man, I'm old. I'm old. Anyways, I got an email.
Yeah.
And it goes, hey, we saw a YouTube video. This is JYP. And I was like, oh, this is JYP. And then they're like, please come to New York. I was like, I'm in Boston. Like, please come this weekend. I was like, I have midterms.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm really sorry. I really want to go, but I have midterms. Like, you're not serious about this or something. I was like, I don't know you.
So who are you?
I was like, who are you? But anyways, that's cool. So you came to Korea, and then did you become a 연습생, trainee?
Yeah,
right?
trainee right away.
And you did that for how many years?
About 6 years.
Wow. 6 years. You did the dance, Anmu and everything?
Yep.
So dance. And weren't you originally like, I was like going through your biography.
Oh.
The thing about Young K, if you guys don't know, this dude like raps and sings and writes music and plays instruments. And because you were trained, you probably danced too.
Yeah.
So you literally do everything.
Not too well, but
better than
I
me.
try.
So it's
I try.
good.
Yeah.
It's great. Was there something like when you became a trainee? Was it like I want to be this type of artist? Did you want to be in a band or did you want to?
Definitely not. No, because when you're coming into JYP, you don't naturally think that you're gonna become a part of a band.
Right.
More like a boy band.
Right. You think maybe 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.
Yeah,
something
of
like
course.
that. Okay.
Maybe 2 a.m. like a vocal group.
Right.
But no, more like I wanted to be like
2 p.m.
2 p.m. like a dance group.
Okay. Were you ever up for consideration for like GOT7? Because you guys were like what, 1 year apart or
1 to 2 years?
1 to 2 years?
Yeah.
Are they before you?
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
They are. So I think they debuted in like, I'm not sure, 2016 January and no, 2014 January and we're 2015 September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really? That's it?
Yeah. And then there's JJ Project. They're like, yeah.
I don't know why I feel like you guys have been around for so long.
Because I think we see you more often.
Maybe that's it. Oh, you know why? It's because you guys did that project where you put out a song every month.
Oh, every DAY6 project.
I don't know how you guys did that.
Yeah, it was hectic.
That was so DAY6 did this project where it was every month they would put out, was it a single? Or 2 songs?
2 songs, yeah. Title song.
Okay. If you don't know anything about music production, let me just tell you, that's insanity. It's great for people who love music, but it's like as a person working on it, it's really hard. Because you guys have to write all of it too, right?
Yeah, of course.
You guys are like, you write your own stuff, and you do a lot of the writing.
More of the lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah, but writing involved too.
Yeah. So it's a lot. But okay, so you wanted to be 2 p.m. You end up becoming a band. What was your initial like reaction to that? Like you're gonna be in a band.
You know how GOT7's crazy in acrobatics?
Yeah, they flip around everything.
Before the group was like even like considered, they taught all people like all dancing. So like even not Jay, because Jay came in as a band. Even Seongjin and Wonpil learned all this thing called 기본안무.
So DAY6 could secretly have a full 안무 breakdown on stage if you wanted.
The reason why band was created was Jay. No, Seongjin has his own way of expressing music. It's a different genre.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just like how his vocal is crazy. His dance is also,
special.
Very special.
Yeah. Okay. And so then they're like, we have some great, talented kids. We can't have multiple groups just flipping.
Yeah.
Let's put together a band.
And so there was a different members of, now it's DAY6, but back then it was a band group.
Right.
And then there were some member changes. And I wasn't in the original band. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah. So I was flipping around. Actually, I wasn't really glad. No, I was terrible at it.
At flipping?
Yeah. So they even told me one day and they were like, you know how important it is to flip around? Like, no. You know how important it is to do acrobatics in JYP? Because, 2 p.m. is really good at it. And there are kids who are like...
just gymnasts.
Yeah. They can literally just walk on wall and do flips.
It's like
Mark's able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just see Mark walking up the wall and just flip around.
Mark is like this silent kid who just flips everywhere.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't talk much. He's not a talkative guy.
Yeah.
But then when he's on stage, he just like flips on stuff. I'm like, he did his job.
Yeah.
He did his job.
So all I could do, I actually started acrobatics lessons with them. The very first lesson. And you see a kid who's like doing all that and me just failing at cartwheel. I even failed at that. And there's this thing called 월말평가. They like
right. So warm-up is monthly
evaluation.
Evaluation, yeah.
Uh-huh. So they see the video and like you see this kid like doing cartwheel and failing at it, and they tell me, how important it is. So if you're not good at it, we might have to say goodbye to you. So from then on, every night I like put out a mat and I try to do a backflip. Every night I had like loud music like EDM or like hip hop trying to give me courage. They're
trying to give me look, I understand you because the image of me doing a backflip means I'm gonna break my neck.
Exactly.
You need courage.
You land on your neck.
Yeah, you gotta kill yourself if you're not good. So I understand.
And I landed on my neck for like 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
And then one day I nailed it.
Oh.
Once. What is this? And then I tried again and it worked. So I tried it like several times and it worked. So the next day, because it was I think around like 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So the next morning I go to the office and tell them, I have something to say to you. And then they're like, oh, we have something to say to you too. and then you go first. So I went and I said, I nailed backflip. Watch me. And they're like, oh, that's really good for you. But we have a news for you. You're part of a band.
Oh,
congratulations.
Man. Oh, man.
Yay!
Oh, man.
I will never forget that.
That's a great story. What did you say to that? You're just like,
I'm part of a group now, so thank you so much. But it was just the timing.
Right. Oh, man. That's hilarious. You work that hard. You build yourself up. You're working till 4 a.m. every night. You do it. And then like, oh, sorry. It was for nothing.
Well, no, because actually that experience was super valuable for me. Because for me, nothing was too scary in my life. Like I never felt that much fear other than like flipping around. Like being on air or in the air with my feet facing the ceiling.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. But the fact that I overcame it was like, you know what? If I can overcome this, I think I'll be able to overcome anything.
Yeah.
And from then on, like no challenge was too scary for me.
Yeah. That's cool. That's all from a backflip.
Yeah, all from a backflip.
I just remembered, I think, was it Peniel? Was Peniel supposed to be part of DAY6 or something? Wasn't that?
Oh, yeah. I think he was the guitar part.
Something, I don't know. Did you ever train with him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Peniel was like, yeah, I tried it and I was really bad. And then I got cut.
No, he was good.
Like,
no, he was good.
Okay, there you go. We have it. Peniel, you weren't bad. He says you were good. But Peniel was like, nah, I just, and then I left. I was like, oh, okay. So it's 2015 you said you debuted. So it's been almost 5 years since you debuted then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But you trained for 6 years
I guess.
Well. Was there any moment in time during training where you're like, oh my gosh, is this right for me?
Oh.
Or like, because 6 years is not a short amount of time.
Twice every year. I seriously told my dad, I called my dad because, what happened was I came to Korea and then since I'm the only child, now that I have a job, my dad's like, you know what? Since you are going to do well with your life, I am going to retire. And he retired I think the day I signed the contract or the next day. And he went to Canada. So we switched places.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
잘해. He just left? Pretty much. He was like, you're going to do well.
Yeah.
Bye.
So because I have a 숙소, I have a place to live. And I have a safe environment.
Right.
So he's like, you know what? I've worked hard enough. And now I'm going to go to Canada and live a good life with my mom. And they are doing so.
Yeah. And they're still there.
Yep. They live near Niagara Falls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
In Toronto.
Yeah.
Somewhere like right below Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto. And
this is the most fascinating story I've heard in a while. Please continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why did I bring this up?
Oh, like, have you ever thought of like 6 years?
Yeah. So I call my dad because it has to be night for me and morning for my dad.
Right.
So my dad's gonna wake up and hear me say, I want to quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to quit. I'm sorry. And my dad's like, why? And I give him these reasons. What are you going to do? What else are you going to do? And I tell him my plans. So if you do it, you have this amount of risk. And if you do this, you have this amount, smaller amount of risk, but is the stress big enough? And like, yeah, I think so. Okay, then if you're going to make a choice, you have to have you're going to have to deal with the consequence.
Right.
Are you going to be responsible with that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And he always says like, you know what, do whatever you want to do. But he always says, but if you stick around, at least if you debut, because since I was young, I wasn't really good at finishing stuff.
Right.
I can proudly say I'm pretty good at starting stuff. Like, whatever I want to do, I do it. And I start it, and I have a faster start over other people. But I wasn't the kid who always who's 끝까지 hardworking.
So I guess like consistent throughout the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that. Whenever I study for a test, I have to do it the night before or at least. Yeah.
Me too, dude.
But say I started piano before for, I don't know, like a few weeks. And then I said, in Korea, there are piano 학원s, piano academies, and the room's pretty small. I couldn't stand that small area.
Yeah.
So I think I just ran out. And that was the last day of my piano life.
But you know what? You also rap and dance and do backflips and you do everything. So it's fine. Piano, but,
yeah. So my dad's like, you know what? Try finishing this.
Okay.
So I guess by debuting, I finished it. And after debut, he's like, you know what? You can do whatever. If you want to, if you want to quit, you know what? Go ahead. I have trust in you.
Right.
But after debut, I realized it's not a choice, but it's more like a responsibility from then on. So I guess since I'm responsible with this, I want to do my best at it. Yeah. So I guess I'm just flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, but I feel like what do you think you would do if you were not doing Day6? If you were not a musician or a celebrity, like, is there anything you would want to do or you think you'd be doing right now?
If it's before trainee years, I think I would have went to like a business school.
Okay.
Actually, I did go to a business school, but like more like or maybe into like economics.
Economics, okay.
Economics. No, you know what? I'm bad at numbers. Maybe into like marketing.
Okay. All right. That's
marketing
cool.
companies.
That's cool. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm really bad at economics.
Yeah.
Really bad.
I'm super bad with numbers.
I'm bad with numbers. I remember freshman year of college, I went to microeconomics. I got an A- on my first exam.
Ooh.
I think I ended the class with a C. So I actually don't remember. I just remember hating it. And then I went to macro and I was like, I hate my life. And then I dropped the course.
Oh, did you drop it?
I ended up with like a 3.9 freshman year.
Nice.
But it was I was like, as soon as I got in, and I was like, there's no point. I will never understand supply and demand and like all these graphs.
They are so squiggly.
So I said, bye. Yeah, I was like, bye. I ain't doing this. So for people who can do it, credit to you. I could not do it. We're just clearing up that Young K's parents do love him.
I am loved. I am loved. I love you, Dad. I love you, Mom. And I know you love me.
That's so, I mean, yeah.
Yep.
He is loved, guys. I know fans love him. His parents love him too. We were just concerned because he hasn't lived with his parents since he was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
He came to Korea, and as soon as he came, his dad was like, bye. But good terms. Yeah. So one thing that I think I've always been curious about with Day6 is I feel like you guys have always, first of all, we should start out by saying being in a band in Korea is not easy.
That's true. Yep.
Like there is a reason there's so many idol groups, right? Because for one reason or another, people love idol music. But when it comes to band music, it just doesn't chart or perform as well, right?
Yep.
Traditionally. And I think for myself, that goes the same way of like, ballads as a soloist, like ballads do really well, but like pop music, which I think I do pop music, doesn't do very well. When it comes to band music, I feel like there's, in the industry, unfortunately, they're like, oh, band music doesn't work. Because for me, I wanted to do
band music.
Some sort, like I want to do Maroon 5 type of music.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, no. I was like, why?
Why?
Band doesn't work. And I was like,
but Maroon 5
works.
Killing it.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, well, it doesn't work. Not when it's by a Korean person, not when it's in Korean. It's like, all right, whatever. And so I remember listening to your stuff, like Day6's stuff early on, and I'd be like, this stuff is great.
Thank you.
But then people were always like, yeah, but like it's not going to chart that well, or it's not going to perform as well. And I think, and I could be getting this wrong, but when I look at you guys, like just as an objective party, it's like internationally, it came up first. Like people internationally are much more open to rock or band music. And then recently, it's been coming up a lot in Korea as well. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Super excited to see it doing so well.
My day! Yeah.
But I guess the question is like, as an artist, doing music that, you know, and this is from my personal experience. Like, I feel like I'm doing music that I think, I personally love my music. I think it's great. And I think
is great.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love your voice, by the way.
Thank you. I think one day, maybe it'll like perform better on the charts than it does. But I think you guys having like recently done so well with all the songs over the span of the past few years, was there like, how did it feel kind of watching this growth in terms of just the Korean audience acceptance of the style of music you're doing?
To be honest, without My Day, without fandom, I don't think it would have worked. So I think it's My Day that put us up there, somewhere up there first, and then other people starts to listen to it. But without that marketing, without us being up there, I don't think people still don't have that much interest in bands. Actually, I think there are several factors why bands, I wouldn't say it don't work, but more difficult is because there are not many places that we can put us out there.
That's true.
Like there are not many live. There's only like Hongdae and some events. But even at those events, it's a lot easier to have a singer with played background music, or have a live session called, hired, which means they are going to be better at it. So it's really hard for bands to have live experiences and have that growth. So for us, I think it was lucky that we had so many live performances before, and that we gained experience, and we were able to like put us out there. And also I think it would have worked both ways, but because we were in JYP, we were also able to have the K-pop fandom. We were able to put us out there. And without my, like, I'm not saying this to like, thank you so much. But really without them, I don't think it would have worked. Yeah.
That's cool. No, so for context, for people who are listening, what Young K is referring to is the fact that there's so many festivals in Korea. Not this year because of coronavirus, but in the past few years, there have been so many festivals, and it's those festivals where a band can potentially show off and like kind of gain new fans and followers. And what he was saying is like when you have professional session players, like for myself, I have a professional session player for everything, playing all my stuff. But you guys, it's more work because you guys have to literally play and perform everything by yourselves as a team. And so it goes beyond me just showing up, practicing a few times with the band. It's you guys having to work all of that out together on top of being celebrity, doing everything. Which is just to provide our listeners with some context. So, but yeah, I mean, all to say, congratulations. I love the new album.
Thank you.
I think it's great. I've been listening to it a lot. I was playing it all morning too. And I love it. So to talk just a little bit more about music, obviously you guys write your own stuff a lot. I know you guys do a lot of song camps and stuff. And I guess this is where we could kind of dump into like how we first met. It was through Joe, right? Was it through Joe?
Well, it has to be. Yep.
So So I wrote this song like 3 years ago, and it's a great song. And we're like, we need really cool lyrics. And I was like, who should we get to write it?
Oh yeah, it was through Joe.
And then Joe said, oh, there's this kid, Young K, who's like super talented. We should try to give it to him. And so we met up at that cafe in Cheongdam. And I think was that like our first time meeting, right? Or like talking?
Yep.
And then Young K he sends me these lyrics that are amazing, by the way. Great lyrics. Awesome lyrics. I'm dead serious. And I can't talk about that song because it's still not out.
Yeah.
But it's such a good song. All to say, so pretty much we were coming back full circle where I'm preparing for a new album. I was like, I need new lyrics. And then I reached out to you recently again. And I've been recording here and there, and people are like, who wrote these lyrics?
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh. And I'm like, do I need to tell people? Like, and then I was like, because I'm like, I don't want everybody to come to you. Like,
why?
Because I want you to save those lyrics for your team and me.
To be honest, to be super honest, I thought you didn't like it.
No, I'm serious. I like it.
Because your replies were, super slow and the last edited version I sent, you didn't send. I don't think you replied to it.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
So to be honest, I thought like, oh, I guess you know what? Maybe not this time.
No, I really like it. My thing is this. I ask people for lyrics, especially in Korean, because I'm not good at them. And so even when I read Korean lyrics, any song, I don't have a sense of like, these are great lyrics.
Oh.
Like there are things that's like, okay, this makes sense to me, or this is very well poetically written. There are moments of that.
Okay.
And if I understand it, that means it's great.
Oh.
Now, if there's two things of reasons of why there was probably slower. I was in LA in quarantine, and we were completely opposite schedule. So whenever we texted, it was like 3 a.m. for me, or like something like that.
Yeah.
I just happened to be up late. And then the other thing is, when you did send me lyrics, I would have to send that to my team here.
Yeah.
And be like, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Let me know. And then they have to give me all their feedback and then 취합해서 and put all together and then go back to you. Because I didn't want to be annoying.
No, and then today I heard you saying you recorded it. I'm like, you liked it.
No, I'm serious. Like I'm sorry. I should be more clear.
No.
We've used like almost every one.
No, but the thing is, like, when somebody asks me for lyrics, it's not their, like, you know, they don't have to use it.
Right.
Because
right.
like, they're my client from then on. So it's my duty to fulfill their needs. And if I wasn't able to do that, I don't have to be like super disappointed or I don't have to hate that person if they don't use that lyric. Yeah.
Well, thank you for not hating me.
No, I love you.
And I love you too. And
I love your voice, by the way.
Thank you. I love your voice and your lyrics and your backflip that I haven't seen yet. But
I can't do it anymore. I land on my neck.
No, but so I wanted to ask you, so just so everybody knows, this dude is legit as legit goes when it comes to his songwriting. If you don't already know that. But what inspires you? Like, how did you become so good at writing?
I can't say I'm a talent. This is all from talent. Because if I was that talented, we would have debuted a lot faster. We would not have had that 2 to 3 years just songwriting. We had to get confirmed for our title song.
Right.
We just needed that one title song, which is Congratulations.
Right.
I love that song. It's a great song. But before that, we just couldn't get anything confirmed. That means, like, if I had talent, I would have been able to.
Well, I'm sure you have the talent. It's just you need the practice.
I needed that practice.
You need and that's the thing with me with songwriting too. It's like, I think I started songwriting 2016.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's when I started songwriting. And so even now, sometimes I walk into a session, I'm like, I don't know how did I trick people into coming into a session with me? Like, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
But then I realize it's just like forcing yourself to be in camps and songwriting sessions to be like, this sucks or this is great, and going back and forth. But I guess what's great for you guys is you guys had that internally at JYP.
Yep, and other songwriters too. Yeah.
But I mean, if you guys are listening or if you guys know DAY6 music, I'm sure you guys know how great the stories are. But I'm excited to put my album out so that they can kind of see and hear the new lyrics that you've put on it as well. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. So thank you.
Thank you.
I'm super
for
excited
choosing
for
me.
I chose you, Brian.
Thank you.
All right. So we have some things to go through real quick. We have some questions from fans here. All right. So I'm asking on behalf of our fans here at Dive Studios. We have VIP Diver. This is from our Discord. So if you guys are listening, there's a Discord.
Isn't that a game?
It's like a gaming platform, but for Dive, we have like almost 20,000 people on there chatting.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
are they always talking?
People are talking. People are like typing and making memes. Like, I accidentally once joined the voice chat and I didn't know I joined it. So from my phone and computer, there are all these voices. I swear I thought there was a ghost. Because like, blah, 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 and I didn't know where it was. I closed all the stuff, everything. I tried to mute. And people were just yelling about K-pop things. I was so confused. But we have some questions from there.
Sweet.
So this is from VIP Diver Askadilia. So you guys have toured a lot, obviously. You guys have toured so many countries and cities.
Yes.
And the question is, what's the most memorable moment you've had on tour? It could be a fan project, interaction, a show. Like, I know it's hard because you've been to so many, but
no, it's really interesting that, like, you know, we do have a same set list. It's the music don't change. but it's what the biggest not result, biggest conclusion that I came up to after the tours was that like Day6 don't change. And the music that we play, even the instruments are the same. But every time we go to different cities, or like even in the same country, different cities and different countries, it's that the vibes that we get is always different. The energy, the way they express it, sometimes they might be like, jumping up and down, or like they might be moving like sideways, or some people might be grooving, or just screaming, or singing along. It's all different.
Did you have like a favorite one, or like one that's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy?
The most memorable one was in Paris, I think. Because it was so new to me. I wasn't saying it was the best experience. It was just a very new experience. Whenever we say something, they're like stomping their feet.
I know. Like, I know what you mean.
There's like that.
They did that in Poland and in Paris.
Oh, right. Those two.
I thought there was an earthquake.
Yeah, and I before going on stage, I always ask the staff members, like in their country they have different staff members, right? So I asked them, tell me some words or like sentences that you would like to hear. And there were some guys that are like, yo, it should be like mettez le fou. And like,
what does that mean?
Mettez le fou. Like fou is fire, right? Yeah, like fire. And I said, okay, mettez le fou, is it right? Yeah. And then when it was like during the concert, it was kind of quiet. So I think I yelled out like mettez le fou. All of a sudden, like they're like screaming, ba 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 ba. I'm like, why? I don't know why this is happening, but I love it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what this means, but I love it. It was so new to me.
Yeah. I think it's a France thing, a Paris thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember the exact same thing. I was talking and then they'd be like this, they stomping their feet, and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And like, I don't have anybody on stage with me, right? So I literally was just like, is something happening? Am I doing something wrong? What's going on?
It feels like there's something wrong with the audio first.
Yeah. It sounds like a big humming buzz kind of thing. And they're like, no, it's a good thing. I was like, are you sure? You're not mad? And then they did that da 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 da. I was like, this is a soccer match. This is a football game. Like, you're gonna sing Viva la Vida, Ole Ole soon. It was very, very I remember feeling the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It is fun that like different countries have such different culture when it comes to shows. Like Latin America, as I'm sure you know, is also just completely different.
Yeah.
And Japan is completely different.
Yep.
So, okay. So Paris, that's the answer for that. And then this is a random one from Katsu. What's your favorite type of pasta?
Oil pasta.
Oil pasta.
It can be any kind of oil pasta.
Oh. With like anchovies, like mirchi or anything?
No, without anchovies. Truffle oil pasta.
It's like truffle oil. That's good.
Yeah, because it'd be oil, cream, and then tomato.
Okay.
But still, I love tomato. Yeah.
So you love pasta.
I love food.
There you go.
I love eating.
If you had a last meal, what would it be?
Kpop.
Kpop is like a stew. It's a soup with like usually like some veggies. Rice.
Stew, pop, rice.
Yeah.
So stew, rice.
And kimchi, with some kimchi, I guess. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people don't like kimchi.
The special thing about Kpop is you can eat it however you want. Sometimes it can be red, sometimes it can be white.
Yeah.
It can be with kaktogi 국물, or like with doenjang, with more sorghum pa, however you want.
Do you know, really, I feel like we should go drink soju right now.
Love it.
This is from VIP diver Basma. On a scale of 1 to 10, how patient are you?
mediocre.
Mediocre.
I think it depends on like, what the situation is.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like, no, I'm not sure. Give me a
That's fine.
situation.
You have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I think
Okay.
I can take it. Yeah.
You're
Pretty long.
hungry and all you want is Kpop. That's it. You're like super hungover. And like you like barely
I do need that. But if I'm on a diet,
Mhm.
I'm pretty good at not
Oh.
eating anything.
Do you diet?
If I don't, you're gonna see me filling up this area.
I don't believe you. You don't need to. All right.
No, trust me, I do. Because I eat a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm like known for that.
Oh, we should do like a actually.
Mukbang?
Yeah, I was gonna say mukbang.
Yeah.
We should do something. All right. Here's some quick ones. Random. Which member of Day6 has the funniest laugh?
I think it's like either Jay or Dowoon.
Can you?
Jay would be like, it's like PSH H. Or like Dowoon be like when he's having a genuine laugh. Yeah. No intentions on,
No, this. It's no.
back.
This is because you guys are a great team and you guys love each other.
Yeah.
Would you rather be in the same room with a spider or a rat?
I'm good with both.
Oh my gosh, cockroach.
Yeah, I'm okay with
Is there
it.
anything you don't like? Or like a biggest fear?
I don't think I have one unless like it's stronger than me. I'm about to get eaten and I have to fight for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like a
If
dinosaur.
I do have a weapon,
Then you're good.
I'm cool with it. I think
Okay.
I can beat them.
All right.
But if it's like 2 tigers,
Then you're.
I think I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen Tiger King? Tiger King.
Lion King?
No. There's a show called Tiger King. But fair.
There is?
Yeah. Just when you have time, if you're really bored
Okay.
and you want to look at some crazy people, Tiger King, it's on Netflix.
Oh.
I mean, crazy people, like insane people.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
Is it like fighting animals? Just crazy people?
It's just crazy
Okay.
people. It's crazy people.
Okay.
All right. Okay, lightning round. Here we go. Who makes you laugh the most?
You right now.
Oh, well, thank you. Ooh. What song makes you cry every time?
No song makes me cry every time.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a song that's made you cry before?
Not that I recall.
Okay, that's fine. Actually, I don't think I've cried from a song either.
Yeah.
I cried watching American Idol last week, though. Ask me what kind of emotional state I'm in, guys. Look, I was in isolation for 2 weeks by myself, and I think I was going crazy, and I was feeling really weird, and so I was like, I'll just like watch TV, and there was like the first episode of the latest season of American Idol, and I was like, you go, you get that golden ticket to Hollywood, and then I was like, oh my God, am I losing my mind? And then I cried myself to sleep. Coffee or tea?
Both, but right now coffee.
Coffee. Okay. First K-pop artist or group you ever stand?
Big Bang.
Big Bang.
G-Dragon.
G-Dragon. GD.
Yeah.
Dark mode or light mode
What mode is this?
on your phone? I
Oh,
don't know.
are there modes?
Yeah, there are modes. I'm on dark mode.
Whatever is installed.
See, this is my dark mode.
Oh,
That's light mode.
then
So he doesn't know.
yeah.
So light mode by default.
Oh, is it by default? Then
Yeah,
light mode.
yeah. The last person you texted yesterday.
Yesterday, our manager.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Night owl.
Yeah. Favorite song to listen to nowadays?
Paris in the Rain.
Oh. Your fans are blank.
My fans are happy.
happy. There you go. And that's like it. That's all I have for you. I know this is a very underwhelming interview. And
No,
I have
thank you.
but that's it. I mean, I feel like unless there's anything else you want to talk about, we could talk about
that's it for
anything.
like the entire Daebak Show? There's more, right?
Don't be so disappointed, man. No, so I mean, first of all, thank you for making time to come on this episode of Daebak Show.
Okay.
You're welcome anytime to come do whatever you want.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, if you want. You can literally come anytime you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just
Okay.
let us know. Let me know. Let anybody on our team know.
Okay.
If you want to do whatever, share anything, post anything, promote anything, whatever, just come and talk about how much your parents love you or backflips
Okay.
or like anything, anytime. You're welcome, your family. So yeah. So thank you for coming out. And we really appreciate it. And for people who are listening now, Young K will also be guest hosting an episode of Daebak Show that is coming up very soon. So please keep an eye out for that. And let me think, anything else? Anything you want to share or promote to our listeners and your fans?
Yeah, on May 11th, we came out with a new album.
Yes.
It's called Demon,
Mhm.
The Demon.
It's great.
And the title song is Zombie. So it's a song about, just living your life.
Mm-hmm.
The life sometimes might not be easy.
Mm-hmm.
You live on
Right.
like a zombie, but you do live on.
Yeah.
You live.
Right.
That's the point.
So regardless of if you're happy or not, you're still living.
Yeah. So, and there's that part with Sara.
Right.
It's repetitive. So like Sara is the point.
So keep living, guys.
yeah, keep living.
That's the point.
Mhm.
But yeah, please check it out if you guys haven't done so. It's available on all streaming and download platforms. And one last message to your fans. Anything?
Be happy, be healthy, live.
That's great. All right. If you guys want to see the full episode of this interview, this conversation, you guys can see it exclusively on Facebook. Watch on Dive Studios Facebook page and Eric Nam's page. You can also see highlight clips on youtube.com/Dive Studios. And please consider becoming a patron of ours at patreon.com/Dive Studios because your contribution definitely helps us stay alive and live like a zombie. Anyways, have a good one. We don't want to be, we're going to be a healed, recovered zombie. Don't worry about us. But yeah, have a good one, guys, and enjoy next week's episode. We'll see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, did you guys like that video? Then make sure you guys subscribe to Dive Studios YouTube channel and put your notifications on because we got a lot more great content coming your way. Look at this video. See? Wow. And this is great too. Enjoy.